City leaders held their 2025 State of De Pere address tonight at the Mobile Cultural Center. Mayor James Boyd using the annual event to draw attention to some of the city's recent successes, including last year's Rock the Block initiative, providing updates on the city's economy, which he says is strong. Redevelopment projects like the planned renovations to the former Shapco building, as well as the local impact of the I-41 expansion project.
With approximately 800 businesses employing over 15,000 people, our local economy remains strong, dynamic, and positioned for continued success.
Boyd was joined by partners from the De Pere Area Chamber of Commerce and Definitely De Pere, a nonprofit aimed at promoting the city's downtown district. It's